Penny Dreadful, you finally met the boy of your dreams. And he really is in your dreams. Still, out of the reach of my horrid family. They'll never know about him.
What's his name?
Pa, what are you doing down the sink?
Hiding from that mischievous anaesthetist that's terrorising the neighbourhood. I'm more scared of him than I am of your mother. I think I'm stuck now, though.
I'll get the plunger.
Oh, I've got a minty eye now.
Oops, sorry. Dear Diary, double poo cat drat. Pa knows about my secret dream boyfriend, Charlie, the one I meet when I'm asleep in the twilight world of Nod. I shouldn't worry, really. Pa's so forgetful. He's no idea how old he is and often has to be reminded to put his trousers on before leaving the house. I don't understand how I keep meeting Charlie in my dreams. I think it's to do with astral projection, the ability to leave one's sleeping earthly body behind and enter a higher plane of spiritual existence. But my family must never know, because Ma would only use it for nicking and blackmail and stuff. This is why I must not reveal to Charlie my true family name. And Shane. Oh, how I look forward to going to sleep and escaping to the world of dreams. Here I am, back in the twilight world of dreams with the boy I love. Charlie! Hi!
Oh, you're the one that kept banging on about astral protection or something?
Yeah, he's leaving your body when you're asleep. I've been reading up on it even more.
Wicked.
Anyone can come to this twilight world when they're asleep. Oh, but be very careful, because these orbs... Oh, watch out! Well, they're other people's dreams. Some good and some bad.
So, where are the ones with all the fit chicks in?
I've not read that far. But listen, you have to avoid the bad dreams. Oh, watch out! Like that. One of them hits you and you've had it. You'll be trapped in it forever and lost, like you never really existed in the real world.
Whatever.
Charlie, I was, wondering, maybe we could meet up for a candlelit kebab when we're awake.
You paying?
Yeah.
Go on then. Pick me up, 53 to Jericho Street, Chillingborough.
Charlie, you can't live there. That's where I live.
You can't live in the same house as me. I done seen you.
There must be two Jericho Streets. That's the only explanation.
Here we see the mischievous anaesthetist actually caught on CCTV, knocking a man out with sleeping gas. If you have any information on who he might be, then please call us on our Crimes and That lousy grasser phone line.
Oh, Dominic, where have you been this evening?
Oh, I was just getting another canister of inhaler for my asthma.
Well, how many times, Poppet? You don't have asthma.
You're absolutely right. I'll go hide it in the shed with the others.
I couldn't believe how much Charlie and I had in common. Even the same address, 53 Jericho Street. Obviously not the same one. No, his house was a museum. His dad was the curator and Charlie had a Saturday job there. I love museums. Must be fascinating living in one.
No.
Oh.
I hate history.
Amazing. Then he told me about the family who disappeared from the house 100 years ago, vanished as mysteriously as the crew of the Marie Celeste. And when I heard their name, well...
Get this. They were called the Dreadful family.
What?
Ma, Pa, Dominic and Penny Dreadful. How stupid, eh?
I've never fainted before.
Chief Inspector Campus, this mischievous anaesthetist must be a very warped mentalist, don't you think?
Oh, I'll say he's a very naughty person. Always be kind.
What have the police actually done in terms of bringing this sleep-inducing psycho to justice?
Well, we've not been idle, let me tell you. I've had all my officers working round the clock on this one, and we've finally cracked it.
Oh, you've caught him?
No, we've got a name for him. We're going to call him Jack the Kipper. You know, because he puts people asleep. Kip, sleep, do you get it? It's very clever. Tony came up with that. He's mad, him.
Well, that's all you've done. Well, why don't you put extra officers out on the beat?
Give over, it's flipping dangerous out there. Jack the Kipper's on the loose, haven't you heard? Oh, my dog Eamon will be watching this. Cooey, Eamon! Daddy's on the telly. Woof, woof.
I don't know how long I've been unconscious in my sleep, as time seemed to run very differently in the dream world. Charlie told me he woke me with a kiss. Then the full awful realisation of just how different time runs in the dream world hit me.
You right, Kevin?
Charlie! I'm not called Kevin. I always make up a false name when I meet someone. You would too if you were dreadful.
How can that be? You vanished 100 years ago.
What date is it, Charlie? The year, the century?
Everyone knows it's the 22nd century.
Not for me, it isn't. It's the 21st. You're from 100 years in my future. Time can't mean anything in the dream world. In your era, I'm no longer alive. Oh, 6 fat poo cats on a sofa. I'd finally managed to get off with a real human boy, and he's 100 years younger than me. If he wants to pick me up in his time, he'll need a flaming shovel, as I'm bones in the ground.
Do you have to do that?
I'm counting snores to make me tired. I'll have to start again now. 1, 2. Where was I?
Count sheep. Quietly.
Okie doke. 1, 2, 3.
Now what?
I'm scared of sheep.
Look, no snoring, no sheep, no getting on my nerves. Got that?
I was beginning to think Charlie might be a tad selfish, because when I asked him how my family disappeared and how I could stop it, he just worried about losing his Saturday job. Eventually, he told me a half-remembered nursery rhyme about the whole grisly event.
There's this rhyme, see, and it goes something like, the dreadfuls disappeared and not before time. Da 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 da, something, 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 da 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 da. But this is the part I never get right. A beautiful stranger, an angel, they say, came to assist, but they turned her away.
Oh, my poo cats, I'm waking up. Meet me here tonight, Charlie. Find out what you can. Farewell, my love. Poo cats! All too soon, I had to leave the safety of the world of dreams for my own reality and its impending danger. It would seem a beautiful stranger might be my family's only salvation.
You've done what? You've hoovered up Dominic.
I asked him to move out of the way, but he refused.
You did on purpose, Ma. Get him out.
Oh, careful.
If it's about the rent, it's spent.
Oh, get off, you rabbit bombard! It's my pound queen, I found it!
How come I described it perfectly? Because it's mine.
You have a lovely house, Grace.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I'm looking for my husband.
Oh.
Hello, darling.
Oh, hello again.
Do you still do that overreaction, double take thing? He never changes.
Pa's a bigamist.
She's an angel.
Slowly but surely, the legend was beginning to come true. The beautiful stranger was Pa's first wife. I had to let her know I had inside information about the mystery so that I could help her.
My. You are a clever girl to have made sandwiches, Penny. You really are a whiz in the kitchen.
I got them from the vending machine at school.
Oh.
Listen. I know what you are and why you're here. A beautiful stranger. An angel, they say, came to assist, but they turned her away.
Put it out of your mind.
Completely forgotten what I was on about.
Look, Ma, I brought you some slippers. And I drew you a picture.
Oh, thank you, Tommy. Oh, it's a naked lady.
It's you.
Oh.
Pa, you better explain. And by poo cats, it better be a looby-loo. And don't say you're addicted to wedding cake.
It's my first wife, Sapphire. She died.
Oh, not that old chestnut. Oh, it's my dead wife. She's turned up. You make me sick, you men. Now get out there and get rid of her. Well, say something.
Begone, Dracula.
You stupid poo cat. What he's trying to say is that he has no need for a beautiful wife anymore because he's got me instead. How dare you?
Oh, Pa. I wouldn't have believed that you could have grown more handsome after 15 years. But you have.
Oh, it's the exfoliating face wash.
Excuse me, can you stop flirting with my husband, you dead trollop?
No, that's just it. There's a plausible explanation for this. Sapphire's been up a tree for the last 15 years.
In a coma.
Plausible? That isn't even trying.
It's true. I was out fate baiting.
Fate baiting?
Fate baiting's a dangerous sport. You wrap yourself up in tin foil and you run around on a high hill in an electrical storm trying to avoid a terrible fate.
Keeps you fit.
There was a big flash and whoosh, she was gone. All we found were her smoking tights. I've worn them ever since.
Please, can she stay with us, old Ma? I've never had a mum that all my mates will fancy.
Fine. You can stay up the sycamore tree. You should be at home there.
Thank you. I won't be any bother. I could help out. I've already prepared tea.
Junk food. You never catch my lot eating any of that muck.
I knew not how, but within hours of entering our lives, Sapphire had altered the very way we thought. So much so, any notion of disappearance was gone from my mind.
Papa, regale us with tales of your youthful dreams, so that I might be cast in the same mould as my fine father.
Is he threatening me?
He's admiring you.
Oh. Well, son, I always wanted to do something astounding, like Scott of the Antarctic, or Lawrence of Arabia, or Stig of the Dump.
But you did you not? When you produced that 6-foot-long poo that still resides in the upstairs bog chamber.
That was quite a feat, Papa. Oh, but 2 years on, please may we flush the toilet?
Oh, I suppose so. I'm a failure. But once you've hit rock bottom, you can't go any lower, so stop worrying.
You could always rekindle your quest for the fabled Bubbles graveyard.
Oh, what's that? Oh, do tell! Do tell!
Well, children, no one knows where bubbles go when they burst. It's thought to be a graveyard where their energy lies in state, just waiting for someone to discover it and harness it. Well, so I reckon anyhow.
Find it, Pa. There's no one to hold you back anymore.
Bless my bottom whiskers, I shall! I will be the greatest living Englishman!
I may well have forgotten about the impending disaster, but far off in the 22nd century, my Charlie was making a more chilling discovery.
The dreadfuls disappeared and not before time. A beautiful stranger, a devil, they say. How wrong was I? Came to spirit them all away. They vanished in anguish.
'Twas too much to bear, for I was a devil that thrived on despair. Ma realized her kin had forgotten her name and was filled with remorse, self-pity, and blame. She vanished in anguish, 'twas too much to bear, for I was a devil that thrived on despair. A true English hero and all that entailed, but really it was cobblers, as Pa always failed. He vanished in anguish, 'twas too much to bear, for I was a devil that thrived on despair. Next on the menu was Dominic Dreadful. If boys had dark thoughts, then he had a head full. I informed of his deeds, and the net closed in. He sank in fretful terror right up to his chin. He vanished in anguish, 'twas too much to bear, for I was a devil that thrived on despair. Young Penny was last to vanish without trace, a girl of good heart, sound mind, and fair face. She vanished in anguish, 'twas too much to bear, for I was a devil that thrived on despair.
But that was all in the future. Back in our time, we were all delighted to see Pa set off on his great adventure at last. My simple mind was filled with nothing more than dollies and sleepiness, so off to the jolly old land of Nod I did go.
The beautiful stranger. It's a despair devil. They pretend to be long lost Harley members. They make you feel good about yourself, then they dash all your hopes until you have nothing left.
And I was Pooh-Cats, I remember! I have to do something and fast! Gigantic Pooh-Cats on steroids, I'm waking up!
Oh well, I tried.
Life for the Dreadfuls in this time had now reached a very different point. Perhaps a point of no return.
Save your money for the... Save your money for the children. Save your money for the children.
The kipper, he's out of your name. I will not have any of my viewers, crying because of...
You're a despair devil! It's a troll.
Aren't you a dainty dish of despair? You really haven't got a clue how to get out of this one, have you, Penny Dreadful?
Charlie will know what to do. He's my hero.
Well, how rude! Come back this instant.
You brought it here, into the world of dreams, where it can get me and no. Wake up, wake up. Shh, I can hear it breathing. You don't need both of us. I'm willing to make the ultimate sacrifice and hand Penny over to you. Please, I'll be your best friend.
Like I said, my hero.
Time to disappear under a wave of despair, Penny. Then it's your turn, Captain Courageous.
Time to say goodbye, Penny Dreadful.
Muppet?
Huh? How dare you not be scared? I order you to shrivel up into a ball of despair. Now.
Yes, miss. Do you worship big bag of knout?
This has never happened before. Stop it. Stop it now.
Oh, look, I'm in despair. I'm shaking. Not, because you never existed. Unpleasant dreams.
Penny, you're so brave. You fought back.
That's just it, I didn't. I gave up. I remembered the words of a great man. Once you've hit rock bottom, you can't get any lower, so stop worrying. Really works.
I think we're pretty much intact.
I'm not. I've lost all my height.
You're sitting down, Pa.
Oh, Pa, I've got your back. Let's stay together forever, unless you've got any more devilish wives hidden away anywhere.
Oh, no, love, there's just you, my present wife.
It's all over now. Cooey, Jack the Kipper, you're ever so slightly nicked.
Dominic, why is there a blonde policeman arresting you?
It's a fair cop.
Oh. I'm never going to sleep again. I'm shattered.
Pa, I'm so lucky to have you. I will never take you for granted again. And I promise you that on a stack of uncashed gyros. In fact, Pa, I'm going to kiss you.
Dominic!
Well, Pa deserves that at least.
Thank you, son. What a kind young boy.
He'll be a kind old boy by the time he gets out. Now, come on, you terrible tyke.
Pa!
Yeah, bye, son. Well, Penny, I might not be the greatest living Englishman, but at least I've got the greatest family.
Welcome to the Museum of Pa Dreadful, kept exactly as it was 100 years ago.
Dear Diary, bumped into Charlie in the dream world again last night. He says things are very different in the dreadful Museum of the Future now. It's no longer dedicated to our family mysteriously vanishing. It's a shrine in celebration of Pa's life. You see, Pa will actually one day find the fabled Bubbles graveyard and become a national hero. He will harness the power of bubbles that will light people's homes, clothe them, and even feed them. My dad, Pa Dreadful, will one day be remembered as the greatest living Englishman. He's by then dead, obviously. Mind you, on the downside, the star exhibit is a 100-year-old 6-foot-long poo in the upstairs bog. Looks like we're stuck with it.
Please, I must insist, do not prod the poo. It's very old.
Bad Penny continues tomorrow at 6 o'clock. It is, of course, the brand new series. Now, today, we've been asking you, do you do anything strange in your sleep? Well, go anywhere. The brand new series of Bad Penny is coming next here on the CBBC channel.
Get ready to crash Busted's tour.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Crash the party and then crash out backstage. With exclusive access to the Busted Arena tour.
There you go, that's your pass.
Joining all the action behind the scenes.
Hello.
We're here rehearsing for our tour.
We're going to let you have a little sneaky peek.
Thank you.
Busted Crash the Tour, Good Friday at 10, only on the CBBC channel.
They've been
Into the year 3000, not much has changed, but they live underwater. Those are the next lines. And
Hey.
even Joe Channels could get that. You see, that's how it works. Nobody was telling you, by the way. Others were saying he was cheating, but he wasn't.
Okay, now still to come here on the
£5, please.
CBBC channel, we've got the brand new series of Bad Penny. That's continuing. And following that, we've got a bit of Out There.
Bit of Out There, bit like me, a little you see, at 6:30. And then at 6:55 or 5 to 7 or 10 minutes to 5 past 7, however which way you look at it, you can see a show called News Round.
You certainly can. And we've been asking you today, have you found anything strange at the back of your sofa?
I found my granddad. He was
Stuck
there,
to a big
He was
sweet.
there for like 3 days. It was a very big sweet. It was a butterscotch one with hair on it.
So let me guess, earlier on you said you found your granddad's teeth, and now you found your granddad.
Yeah, it's got to find my
Poor
grand now, and I've got the
granddad.
whole package.
Hey, no, okay, let's have a look at some more you sent in.
This is
All
one.
right.
It's from Ben. I reached behind my sofa a few weeks ago to find the remote. When I found a £5 note, you're all loaded, what's going on? It had a bit of mouldy bubble gum stuck to it. That's never nice.
I
Although
know,
it
you
does
don't
hold
want
the
to be
flavour.
you don't want to be eating that bubble gum.
No, you don't.
It's not nice. Get in touch with the CBBC studio at bbc.co.uk.
And you can text us 07736 222 222. Let us know if you find a bad penny as well.
Hey.